What is good, everyone? This is Video Game Lover here, and we are live just for a couple minutes. This is not going to be a long stream by any means, um, just for a little bit. That's all I'm just going to do. Let me just hope everyone got the notification that I am indeed live streaming. So there was Killer J. We got a few viewers here. Oh wow, I actually really like that live banner I have. That's really cool. What's up, Azrael? How are you doing? We are officially 2 subs away of 1050. So that is really cool. What's up, Welch? So, all right. So I guess we'll start this little stream. So, hello everyone. This is Fair Game Over here. This is not chill stream, and the reason being is that there's not really many topics to talk about, aside from a few that I'm going to talk about, obviously. But that's really why there's not been much gaming news except for the PS5 selling 10 million units, which made Sega Man 101 have a temper tantrum again, because that's what Xbox fanboys do. I'll address him later at the end of the stream. But the first topic I want to talk about, because Bad Company Gaming really wants me to address this, and I'm not even going to spend enough time because this is just absolutely horrible what happened, but I'll go through this as fast. So yes, Bad Company Gaming. I am well aware the Cubs blew their team up. Chris Bryant, Anthony Rizzo, Javier Baez, Jake Marisnick, damn near everyone was traded for a crap ton of prospects. So he's probably wondering, why, what is there to say? It's kind of obvious. The Cubs fell apart. They had no choice. The team blew. They fell apart. Okay, I can't even talk because this is already like really aggravating me. But let me explain. It is truly incredible on how you went from a 103 win season and ending a 108-year title drought to blowing your entire core up in 5 years. So the main question is why? Why this happened? Well, it's obvious. The offense has been horrendous. They weren't able to produce. They weren't able to get the jobs done. Nothing was working. Our pitching was terrible. Our bullpen was falling apart. Our offense was terrible. So we had no choice but to blow it up. So who's really to blame here? I think it's pretty obvious. The Ricketts family. They are without a doubt the worst owner I can ever think of in the Major League Baseball. Because they wasted so much money on some of the stupidest crap. Nobody asked for a new bullpen area for Wrigley Field. Nobody asked for these giant screens at Wrigley Field. Nobody asked for all these massive renovations, Marquee Sports Network, and all of that. Nobody asked for this. All we wanted was let's build up a dynasty. After a 108-year title drought, you have some amazing players. You could build up and we can win more titles. But nope, did not happen. They wasted so much money and couldn't sign many players. And thus, the team blew up. They had to trade everyone, and now we're in rebuild mode. So, I could really care less. I could care less because my Atlanta Hawks are in a championship path right now. But it's truly just nauseating on how it all went to hell, essentially. But I just want to say this, though. I know so many Cubs fans are extremely livid. And you have every right to be livid about this. I was livid, too, J-Dog. Hey, J-Dog, how you doing? But you all have to remember something, okay? Yes, this team didn't become what we thought it was going to be. What's up, GQ? It didn't become the dynasty that it didn't happen. But let's never forget this, folks. They did something that so many Cubs teams couldn't have done. And that was win a championship. It doesn't matter that they squandered the core. We could all, it sucks. But just never forget it could have been worse. We could have lost that Game 7 against the Cleveland Indians. We could have lost to the San Francisco Giants in the division series. So it sucks that they blew the team up, but we never forget that they did something that so many Cubs teams could have wished they did. The 84 team were a very good Cubs team, but they couldn't do it. The 2003 club couldn't do it. The 2008 Cubs team couldn't do it. So many Cubs teams have came and went, and they couldn't do it. But this 2016 Cubs team actually did it. That they did something that so many generational Cub fans didn't get to see. Harry Carey didn't get to see, which was them winning a championship. It sucks, man. It really does. But I just want to let you all know, at least we won a championship. There are so many teams that made such amazing cores, and they couldn't win. Look at the teams that made so many amazing teams, and they couldn't win. The 1990s Utah Jazz, the 1990s Supersonics, the Buffalo Bills. What was another team? The 2002 Sacramento Kings. There are so many teams that were amazing, but they weren't able to fund that we were defending champions. That was a fun follow-up season because they had no pressure. There was no drought. They could and because their division was so weak, they could kind of mess around. And the fact that they went to the championship series again was really impressive. 2018, 2019, I'm one of the few people that actually enjoyed that 2020 Cubs season. There were a lot of fun moments to have in that season. But it sucks that was kind of the swan song of that core. So it sucks to see Rizzo, Baez, and Bryant already hitting home runs. So, damn. Well, that's it. That's it for that topic. So now, the next topic I want to talk about is My Hero Academia Season 5. And the reason I'm talking about this again is because I really thought about something. So it's no surprise to what my thoughts on Season 5 of My Hero. It's been boring as hell. I'm so glad they wrapped up the Endeavor arc. I'm so glad about that. And I'll be honest, that new episode that came out a few days ago was actually pretty solid. That was actually a good episode. But I know so many people have been so frustrated with the season because everyone wants the My Villain arc. What's up, Hugo? Everyone wants the My Villain arc. And it's looking like that yet again, we're not really going to get My Villain Academia yet, unfortunately. So I know that so many fans have been so infuriated with this season. But I kind of watch for Neverworld's video. I don't really watch him that much because sometimes I just don't really like him. But, I saw him kind of angry about it. But I really thought about something, and I now understand what's going on. It's not that Studio Bones is falling apart. No. Does the movie play a role in this? Yes. But let me explain, I feel, what's going on. Okay? Is actually the Japanese audience. While the Western audience hasn't been liking Season 5, the Japanese audience have been loving Season 5. The ratings for Season 5 in Japan has been amazing. Like, a lot of people in Japan really like Season 5. So it's kind of weird to see that Japan really likes it, but here in the West, in the US, people don't like it. So I guess what's going on, and I also heard that the Japanese audience didn't really like the My Villain Academia arc in Japan. They didn't like it because they don't like the idea of villains being sympathized. So maybe that's the reason why they're not really adapting to My Villain Academia or in a rush to adapt it. I think that's the reason. It's because it's more catering to the Japanese audience than the Western audience. And that's fine. I mean, after all, this is an anime. It came from Japan. So that's mostly where their bulk of the audience is going to be at. So what I like to call this is a tale of two seasons on how in one country it's really beloved and the other country really hates it. It's a very interesting thing to see on how there's so many people that really like My Hero Academia Season 5 and so many people that don't like it. Maybe some could make the argument, maybe the fan base is being spoiled. They're kind of being a little bit brats and throwing a temper tantrum because they're not getting what they want. I mean, heck, that's happened a lot with this fan base. You know how so many people want their ships to come true and they're going to throw temper tantrums when it doesn't happen. So, I don't know. I'm not trying to damage control Season 5. I'm not. I think it's been boring. But what I'm saying is that I now get the reason why it's going the way it is. It's simply because it's more catering to where it came from, the Japanese audience. And a lot of the Western audience really love the My Villain Academia arc, but not many people in Japan really like that arc. So it sucks. It really does. It really does. So I don't know, man. So that's what's going on with My Hero. So normally I make jokes about how it's imploding and things like that. I don't really necessarily see that's the case. I just think it's just a tale of two seasons. So I don't know, man. So I mean, regardless, My Hero Season 5 has been a disappointment in my opinion, but what can you do? That's the same thing how I feel about Reincarnated as a Slime. That anime has been so boring. So many people have been defending it, saying no. So many people are saying that no, this is good. You guys only want action. If you don't want action, then go watch got high school and all that. I'm like, dude, how come Attack on Titan season 4 barely had action and that season was amazing? Because they actually had great writing, great pacing, and it kept your attention the whole time. Don't give me that crap. So, I don't know, man. Honestly, this has been a really bad season for anime. Reincarnated Slime hasn't been that good. My Hero hasn't been that good. Really, all I've been enjoying is Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, and it's unfortunate that actually I believe it's been confirmed that it's only going to be 10 episodes, and that's not a bad thing. Mainly because of the fact that you got to remember something. Kyoto Animation's still recovering from that arson attack from 2 years ago. So I'm all fine. I'd rather have 10 quality episodes than like 24 crappy episodes. So you know what, like, Kyoto Animation, take your time. No one's rushing you. I'm fine with 10 episodes. I'm just happy the second season is happening. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's really interesting. Ultra, it's really interesting that Japan really is liking season 5 of My Hero. Like, the ratings have been skyrocketing. So, yeah. And Tokyo Revengers has been really good as well. That's been another really good anime. That's been a really, really good anime. So, yeah. Yeah, Revengers is really good. Dude, that last week episode shook me the heck up. So, yeah. Like I said, this has been a really disappointing year for anime. Really, what's been saving this year of anime has been Dr. Stone Season 2, Zombieland Saga Season 2, Megalobox Season 2, Beastar Season 2, although I didn't really like it as much as Season 1, but I still liked it. And the hidden gems, like Skate the Infinity, Attack on Titan, the final season. And then, of course, we have the hit and the remainder of Jujutsu Kaisen. Then you have the hidden gems, you know, Skate to Infinity, 86, Tokyo Revengers, Vivi, and Odd Taxi. So that is what it is. So yeah. So that's really about it as far as the main two topics are concerned. Recently, I've been playing Shenmue 2, and I'm still nowhere near done with that game. I actually do like it more than the first Shenmue. Like, I actually think that it's a lot better than the first one. So I'm very happy that I am enjoying Shenmue 2 a lot more than the first one. So, also, I just recently finished Spider-Man Mysterio's Menace on Game Boy Advance, which was really good. One thing I'll say about that game looks absolutely amazing for a 2001 release for the Game Boy Advance. Like, that game looks absolutely amazing for a 2001 game. Savage Elder. Going to assume that's a reference to Shenmue. Do you know where I could find some sailors? I see. So yeah, that's what I've been playing. I'm probably going to start Blinks 2 tomorrow to kill two birds with one stone. I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to like this one or not, because I didn't really enjoy the first Blinks. Oh, this game is scratched up to oblivion. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. I don't even know this game is going to work or not. Oof. Thank goodness that Xbox I have is in really good shape, so we'll have to see. All right, so last thing I guess I'll talk about is the recent news with the PS5. So it's been announced that the PS5 has sold 10 million units. And of course, to no one's surprise, Xbox were mad about the news. You know, he literally the second that news hit, he immediately made a conspiracy theory, like saying that no, Sony's lying. Sony's lying. They always lie about the sales numbers. It's just, oh my god, man. But I haven't addressed this dude in a while. I'm not gonna play his video because what is kind of the point? Because we already knew that this was predictable. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, YouTube's taking too long, so I guess I'm just gonna have to say it. You can thank the scalpers for that, Hasbro. It's Sega Man. Sega Man, who disappeared from the face of the earth. I guess maybe it's because he couldn't. I guess maybe it's because the Exile podcast has absolutely flopped badly. So now he's doing his own podcast. So I don't know. Like I said, I ended E-Rock's career essentially. I ended that man's career. I owned him so badly to the point he literally tried to pull a gun in camera. So, but Sega Man made a video, and just the title is the most contradicting title. Oh my god. So I'm just going to show you the title, and then I'll discuss what the video is about. Nope, it's not working. Yeah. The video is called "Software is King, Not Consoles." And right off the bat, without even playing the video, okay, without playing the actual video, Sega Man immediately contradicted himself because literally there were moments in the Exile podcast where they talk about sales and they were about it. So this is the video in question. He's still using that crappy webcam. I mean, this man is almost 50 years old and he's playing a fake, imaginary console war. So basically, what the video is him essentially saying that the PS5 did not deserve the 10 million units because of the fact that it has no games. He literally say that. He was, of course, crapping on Ratchet & Clank, crapping on Ghost of Tsushima, crapping on so many games. He feels like the PS5 didn't deserve 10 million units. But he instantly contradicts himself because in numerous Exile podcasts, they will talk about the Xbox Series X doing well in Japan for a little bit, doing well in Europe, doing well in like Britain and other places, and they would brag about it. They would say that Xbox is doing great. Xbox is, and honestly, I am gonna find the footage and just to play the video. And you know what, Sega Man, if you get mad at me again, I don't care. You're still talking stupid, and I'm still gonna address you. I took a long break. I did. But you know what? Maybe it's time for me to go back to my days. Like, literally, I hate to say this, Sega Man, what the heck have you been playing on your Series X? Because all you guys have been playing is just Game Pass. That's all you guys talk about is Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass. That's all you guys talk about. Listen, I get it. Game Pass is a great service, but that's all you literally have right now until Halo Infinite. That I'm going to say is on the front, she'll win Game of the Year. If Horizon Forbidden West gets delayed, then there is no excuse for Halo Infinite to not win Game of the Year. If it doesn't win if Halo Infinite does not win Game of the Year, then they're never winning. Then they're going to be like the Phoenix Suns. They're never winning a championship. No. Let me rephrase that. Sacramento Kings. They're never going to win a championship. They're never going to win a championship. So I don't know. No, he has a Series X. They got him a Series X in Father's Day. Even though he claimed that he was going to get it day one. So yeah, oh my god, man. But like, should this be a surprise to anyone though? It really should. Because this is what Xbox fanboys do. They only care about certain things unless it's Sony. So like, let's just say if Halo Infinite does win Game of the Year, they're gonna immediately flip their position, say that, oh my, I'm so happy. It's about time they won a Game of the Year. It's about time. They've been so biased against Microsoft. But yet they were trashing it because of the fact that PlayStation has been winning Game of the Year, even though it hasn't really, with the exception of God of War and Last of Us 2. So, I mean, it's just not surprising. But like I said, I'm going to try to find the XL podcast episode where it should be pretty easy, because if I remember, it was like around March or April was when they did it, where they were bragging about sales, because they say console, that's it's software, and they say that PlayStation games don't sell well. That's not true, dude. Okay, there were plenty of PS4 games that actually sold really well, and it's funny because they won't really talk about the Xbox. Like, for example, let's go back to the original Xbox. The best-selling game of the original Xbox was Halo 2, and they only did like 3 or 4 million. That's literally it. That's it. After that, there's a reason why the original Xbox was called the Halo box. Many people bought it for Halo, and mostly for the best versions of the multi-class. That's really it. Outside of that, nobody cared about many of the exclusives that Xbox had. So, I mean, it's just no surprise. It's just that this dude is partisan to his core. Just like Heba, just like E-Rock, just like all these other console fanboys. From Nintendo to PlayStation to, of course, the PC crowd. That Nintendo will win game. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Hey, it'll probably win for best fighting game. It should. Psychonauts come. Oh yeah, that's the other game that they've been hyping up. But that's really what it is. They're just so partisan. Like, remember when Sega Man did his dang best to say why it was a good thing for Microsoft to raise the price of Xbox Live. Remember E-Rock's reaction. Like, imagine that. Like, imagine if PlayStation did that. They would be saying, oh, Sony's screwing you. They're not for the consumer. But Microsoft does it. Then it's all fine by me. So that's really all I want to talk about for tonight. Not many topics. That's kind of why this wasn't a chill stream. So that's really all I have to say for tonight. I'll try my best to make an overview. I'll ask Killer J to record me some more footage for Wii games. I'll DM him on that. So because I know my brother Andy, he wants me to review Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles, so I don't mind doing that. So yeah, they brought back Killer Instinct. That'll be awesome. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Azrael, Ultra, Savage Elder, G-Man, Michael, and Welch. Thank you very much for watching. And Hugo, thank you very much. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Oh, he already did, Killer J. He already did. He was already crapping on Ratchet and Clank. They already were doing that. They've been doing it since the day it was revealed. That's what I'm saying. They praise it's partisan hackery. Microsoft does it, it's fine. Sony does it, it's bad. So, but I gotta go. See ya.